From Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go now? Here's the second baseman, Miguel Vargas. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike, and this one is off and running.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And the right-hander deals. Swings through that one for strike 2. Going to count 1 and 2. Kicks and fires. Pitch misses. 2 and 2.
It's a good take.
Ground ball to the right side and foul ball. The pitch. And another ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Leading off the night for the White Sox,
Nicky Lopez up to the plate.
Lopez.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Bieber in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP.
Nobody out here, nobody.
And he deals. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Jimenez. Quick feed to second for 1 on a nailer. They get 2.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
And now it's Luis Robert.
Right after this guy.
That clips the corner. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. And he chases that one. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. White Sox nothing, Guardians coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Cleveland, and our pitcher tonight, Garrett Crochet.
Oh, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Andrew Benintendi now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Good eye right there. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner.
Hey, we got nobody.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. Next offering misses down and away. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's down and away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Andrew Vaughn in the box now. No balls and a strike. No score here in the second. Ripped on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Gavin Sheets.
And now the DH, Gavin Sheets. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Naylor gets under it. Nabs it. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Here in Cleveland, and now Yoan Moncada. Bieber back to work. Just missed.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Outside corner, there's a strike. There's a 1-1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the righty deals. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Max Stassi comes up to hit. In for a strike. 0-1. Top of the third, no score. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Kwan heads after it. Makes the catch. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the fourth. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Miguel Vargas. The right-hander back to work. That one fouled off. Vargas goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nicky Lopez. In for a strike, 0-1. The pitch. And he drops it down the third baseline. And it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 down.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Luis Robert now. Right through there for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
To the right side, Jimenez. Over to first, and they take care of Robert for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They still trail 1-0. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. That one way inside.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Andrew Vaughn now. He's 0 for 1. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses, struck him out. Gavin Sheets. steps to the plate for the White Sox. First time up was a pop out.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
First pitch just misses.
Hey, 2 down here.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. That one misses. Now 3-1. And he walked him.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Here is Yohan Moncada. Struck out swinging his first time. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two outs. Late on that fastball.
1-1. Get this guy out of here.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Guardians 1 and the White Sox nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Max Stassi. Bieber back to work. Fastball for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The pitch. And that's through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And there are not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Dominic Fletcher steps to the plate for the White Sox. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Left-hand batter waits. Fought off foul. And a pitch. Got him swinging. Stepping in, Miguel Vargas.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Just missed. Swing and a miss.
1-1. Here we go.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The White Sox still looking for their first hit in this one. Not close with that one. It's 2-2. And they'll do it again. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3. Nicky Lopez up next for the White Sox. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Lopez in the box again, takes a strike.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's the Guardians 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back here in Cleveland, now at the plate, Luis Robert. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a foul ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normal.
On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So history wasn't meant to be in this one, but it's been quite the performance.
And that's tough for a pitcher to swallow. I mean, when you're right on the brink of a no-hitter, just pitched a heck of a game, just couldn't make it to the finish line.
Benintendi to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed.
Run.
Robert on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Very questionable steal attempt right there. You're down by 2 runs, tying runs at the plate. Your run is so important. You have to be smarter than that. They can't be playing around in this situation. Trust the guy at the plate with 1 swing to tie it up. That right there could be very costly.
One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Thomas sizes this one up. Hooks it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Vaughn stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The White Sox down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hey now, we got 2.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Gavin Sheets.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Toss to Naylor. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here is Moncada.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Hey,
1 gone, runner at first. Max Stassi steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's outside. 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1 on the first, double play, and that's the inning. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. It's the Guardians 6 and the White Sox nothing. Here in Cleveland, new inning getting started, and now the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher.
Dominic Fletcher.
Bieber back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Give him a chair.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Vargas batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Let's go now.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
The batter, Nicky Lopez.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nicky Lopez. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Ground ball left side. Ramirez sends it to first. Now only 1 out remaining.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Luis Robert digs in now. 1 for 3. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. And the White Sox down to their final strike.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Bieber is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.